welcome to What Am I Rolling, a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, hosted by me, Fiona. This is part 2 of our Adventure Skeletons one-shot, so make sure you listen to the first part before continuing on with this episode. To briefly recap, Jacob, Andrew, Brandon and Katie are playing a band of misfit skeletons who have decided to abandon their duties as guards at the local dungeon and set off on their own adventure to the local human dungeon, a village known as Bognor Regis. They have heard that there is some sort of blood sacrifice or festival that's happening at something called Butlins, which is at the heart of Bognor Regis. So far, they've managed to crash their ride, accidentally kill a retired adventurer turned philanthropist that was helping them, borrow a construction truck, go trick-or-treating, accidentally kill a small child whilst attempting to grab their bag of candy, and overall found out very little about the blood sacrifice or the Grandmaster behind it. Yep, that's pretty much what I expected, if I'm honest. Remember, when a skeleton performs an action, they must roll a 10-sided die, or a d10, and see if the roll equals or beats the Games Master's target number, which ranges anywhere between easy, a 4, or really difficult, a 10. However, for each body part that the skeleton is missing, the skeleton must add a -1 to their roll. Whenever a skeleton is attacked by an enemy, they must roll a 10-sided die, or a d10, on the hit location table to see where the enemy has hit them. A 1 is the right leg, a 2 is the left leg, a 3 is the pelvis, a 4 or a 5 is the right arm, a 6 or 7 is the torso, an 8 or a 9 is the left arm, and a 10 is the head. Each body part has a total of 2 hitboxes. When a body part has been hit, the skeleton has to mark off one of the respective hitboxes. This body part is now considered damaged and comes off. Moreover, any parts that are directly attached to the hit body part also come off. If a body part has no hitboxes remaining, it is broken and can no longer be used. If a skeleton's head runs out of hitboxes, they are out of the game. The good news is that skeleton body parts can be reattached easily. Moreover, if a body part breaks or is lost, skeletons can replace it with any bone they've found on their travels. Skeletons can have one non-bone replacement at any one time, but only if the replacement is of the appropriate size and shape. For example, a barrel for a torso or a tree branch for a leg, and so on. Adventure Skeletons is available as a pay-what-you-want product on the Rowan, Rook and Descartes website. That's rowanrookandescartes.com. You can find out more information about Grant's other projects and one-page one-shots on Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/GSHowat. And Howat is spelled HowitT. I'll add links to Grant's Patreon on the What Am I Rolling website and in this episode's show notes. One last thing before we begin. Naturally, there are times in this one-shot where the players, and myself, mostly myself, get the rules wrong or forget something plot-wise, which definitely happens right towards the end of this one-shot. Whilst we always endeavour to stick to the rules wherever possible, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, and what matters most is that everyone enjoys themselves. And with all that out of the way, let's get back to Bognor Regis. There are costume shops if you need to get a costume for Brandon.
No, we got a plan. Grandmaster over here.
Yep.
Is there anything good? Because I do have a bag of golden gems.
What's the exchange rate of golden gems to pounds?
I'm sure if you go into a shop and ask, I'm sure they'll give you anything you want within the shop's limits. Like, you won't get change or anything like that. But you pass various food shops, you pass a +1 scimitar shop. They seem to be all the rage, but still full of like plus scimitar. It's a bit like Dan Brown novels. They just pile up in the window.
Are there any magical scimitars that are better than the ones that they have?
Do a D10 for me.
I'm not buying necessarily.
No. You're looking. You're perusing. That's a 10. You look really hard. No, there doesn't seem any.
We're just window shopping.
Certainly in Bognor Regis, there only seems to be only +1.
I just wanted one better than your guys's.
But as you make your way, the crowds get sort of bigger, and there's loads of, you intermingle with adults, children, teenagers, sort of sloping off to the side, and you all get into sort of a big queue next to the 3 tents, and there's a huge sign that says, "Welcome to Butlins," established like 1950 or something like that. There are men and women dressed in ridiculous, like, blazers, they're sort of yellow blazers, and they're handing out leaflets, and they're like, oh, come to the show tonight, go against our jousting champion, and all that sort of thing. A list of all the amusements and stuff like
I
that.
walk up to one of them and grab the whole stack.
Dear Lord and Savior.
You grab the whole stack of them. Excellent. Roll a d10 for me.
What are we gonna do with those?
4.
4. It's easy. It's like a spotty teenager, and they're like, oh, you're really excited to come to Butland's. Excellent. Well, please pass them around, and so you now have a stack of Butland's leaflets.
Write that down.
Write it down. You might need it.
Yeah.
You have a lot on you, though. You're getting weighed down slightly. You've got the great axe, you've got pebbles and rocks and various scimitars, and now leaflets.
I read one of the leaflets.
So at the top, it's like headliner tonight, blood sacrifice, don't be late, event of the year, blah blah blah.
What's the warm up act? Is it just like
Slipknot.
yeah. Headliner, blood sacrifice,
Warm light dismemberment.
Yeah.
They don't have a warm-up act per se, it's the jousting, and underneath it says the winner of the joust will get to be in the VIP box with the Grand Master in time for the blood sacrifice.
So we need to win the jousting.
We need to kill the Grand Master before the blood sacrifice. And then
Well, that way we need to win the jousting so we can get access to him.
There's a kids' talent show that's going on. There is the jousting, as I said.
Andrew's going to the talent show.
There's
I don't
Andrew
get
and
the,
me because we have the ventriloquist act.
No, Andrew's just going to kill the children.
My talent.
There is an archery competition going on.
Oh, I have a bow and arrow.
There's various sort of food stuffs going. So there's like the roasting pig, and bobbing for apples, that sort of thing.
Talent show. Folkman's the kid. You're obviously the voice. We still need one of us to be the puppet.
So it can just be drinking water
the most realistic animated puppet there is.
It doesn't say what the prize is for winning the kids' talent show, though. That's the only thing. So
A scimitar.
Just prize.
mystery prize.
No, can we sign up for jousting and the kids thing and make it to both? They do the times line up where they would work out.
It looks like they will clash, but again, it's up to you guys. If two of you want to go off and do one and two.
No,
I think we're gonna need
all of us for the joust. The joust.
All of us.
Joust is for everyone.
Okay. And it says at the bottom, if you want to sign up for any of these events, talk to one of the Butland's officials, the people in the yellow blazers. And the queue moves forward slowly but surely, and you get to a point where there's like, you can see a gate, and there seems to be a turnstile, and there's people talking and passing money around and getting tickets. And on it says prices for various entrants. A family of 4 is like 50 gold pieces or something like that.
Why are you looking at me?
So, Katie, we're all one big happy family now.
And on it as well, it says, discount for those living in Bognor Regis.
So I should do the talking.
Did you get an ID off that small child?
You did not.
With an address?
You only got the
Unless there's
candy.
one in the bag of candy.
They don't hand out IDs in candy. You're getting closer and closer.
No,
to
I'm
this,
thinking as we come up to the queue, I
She
should
could
do the
pickpocket
talking.
somebody.
She could pickpocket someone because she's invisible.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I'd say is that you're invisible, so you can hide in plain sight until you make a noise or attack.
Oh,
So I'd say an attack is like an action. So if you do something, you will suddenly become visible.
Okay.
That's the only thing I say. So it's not a
now
god.
You do something and the cloak falls off.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Those kids.
No, you're like punching their pocket.
She does have +1 to hitting, so
Yes.
Yeah, but not stealthily, apparently.
So
I say
We should
we,
have-
and by that I mean Katie, just pays full admission.
With the bag of
Nuggets.
gems.
But
I
no.
can do that.
I tried to set down all of the leaflets and pretend it's money. And just keep walking.
You could just walk by it because they could think that you could work there. You're like, oh,
You give us all some of the leaflets.
yeah.
Yeah,
But the thing is that you don't have a yellow blazer on. That's the thing.
let's go back
We're
and
being
kill one of them.
festive. We're
Okay,
being
well,
festive.
I can get in for free. But do we need to show?
That's
Because
true.
I can just walk past. Do we need something to join the joust? Like, do we ever have a piece
Yeah,
of
I mean,
paper that says-
it just says you need to speak to one of the officials, and actually, no, it would say, like, to join, you need to have a ticket to the show, to Butland's itself.
It's crazy. They make it the entertainment pay to be there.
Okay.
Otherwise, everyone will be signing up to it.
Well, then I'll just use my bag of golden gems and pay for us to get a ticket. And
One big happy family.
Yes. I'm going to assume that it covers everything because it's a really
So I'm
big
standing
bag.
at the window and just random bag just comes out of nowhere and just flops down.
It's like, it's spooky. Both of you roll a d10 for me.
7.
7.
Big money.
8.
You go to put down the leaflets, and somehow in the confusion, the plot of the sort of bag, and you go, you sort of look and you sort of grin, even though you don't have lips. Well, thank you. What a donation. Oh, happy blood festival it will be. Hurrah! That's the thing.
Well,
I
hold on.
want the sacrifice name.
Yeah, hold on. We're not overpaying. We won't
We're
change.
totally overpaying.
I mean, she's put the whole bag of gems down, so...
In the future, don't let Katie have the checkbook.
So you put down little paper tickets to Butlins if you want to have those on there.
Yep.
They are as flimsy as heck. That's the only thing I'd say as
So
well.
I can get rid of this.
Yeah. And you're inside, and inside
I
the
still have
gate...
my stack of leaflets. I start throwing the leaflets at people.
No, we may need that as
right.
Roll a
a
d10.
It's just like
Roll a
handing out
d10,
bulletins at church. Good morning. Good morning.
And they don't
Good
hit
morning.
anyone. Like, if anything, the children start
Paper
playing in them.
cuts.
Like, it's like snow.
Perfect. I just need to get rid of them.
Yeah, you make it rain, basically. But you're inside, and yet there's the free tents there. There's another sort of information kiosk with like what looks like a very bored girl, teenager, just sort of hanging out there. On the free tents, you see one says jousting, one says talent show, and the big main one says blood sacrifice here tonight, and then various sort of like designs and logos of like various blood spatters and like previous shows, 5 out of 5 stars, tour de force, etc. Like reviews.
All but one attendee would attend again.
Exactly.
So we walk up to the jousting and sign up.
So, well, actually, we only have a space for one more jouster. I'm afraid only
What are
one
the-
of you can...
What are the
I'll take-
deets on the jousting?
Oh, wait,
Like, do we need to provide our own horse?
He's gonna be the jouster.
Yeah, like what do we need to provide and what is provided for us?
Oh, you just only need to provide yourselves. We've got the horses here for you.
Can we use our own horse?
Roll a d10, please.
We can just-
Oh, 9.
Oh, 9.
Right?
It's nothing in the rules saying you can't. It's just very uncommon for competitors to bring their own horses. But I see no problem with it.
Yep.
doesn't say
I think
dog
we're
can't
gonna
play.
use our own horse.
Okay.
As part of the plan. That's
I
what we're
think-
doing.
Yeah, but
well,
move.
great. Well, who's the jouster?
The Flash.
And you see this person looks down at this small dwarf figure. We don't accept children.
He's a jockey.
Oh, well, then it should be great entertainment.
Vertically challenged.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
terribly sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
Damn right.
Yes, well, if we'll give you the show starts in sort of 10 minutes. There's a little backstage area if you'd like to prepare there. You and your entourage. And are you bringing the horse in now or?
Yeah,
We'll go
let's
fetch him.
we'll go out
We'll go
and
fetch
grab him.
Okay.
You guys hang out in the back.
Well, I will say it is uncommon, but we do check all of our horses before we start the joust, just to make sure there's nothing dodgy going on there.
You need to produce a horse,
As a-
guys.
Maybe our horse has suddenly fallen ill and we need to use one of theirs.
Here's a-
Or you could just get rid of that person.
2 thoughts. 1, get rid of that person. 2,
They probably have a nice arm.
find one of their
They
horses.
have a really nice arm. It's like muscly and everything.
Well, we know which arm they use
Find
at
one
night.
of their horses. Put the sheet over that horse. Have them check that horse.
And then proceed
a
to
bait
use
and
our own
switch, a
horse.
nice old bait and switch.
Yeah, let's do it.
When we have them check it, we have to put the trucker hat on the horse because we're gonna have to have the trucker hat to hold the sheet on top of the person in front. So we're gonna have to put the trucker hat on the horse so it looks the same.
So I'm thinking about this, and why do we need you guys to be the horse again?
You had a good reason. To be fair, I think we might have thought that we had to provide our own
Yes,
horse,
and that was the backup plan.
and you can still just run alongside and push
Yeah.
them off. Or we don't even go to the joust at all. We'll just go clean up on carnival games while you guys are jousting.
But I might need moral support.
Did you give me your point?
Besides,
Oh yeah.
Is
You give me the point stick.
is the lance provided?
Your lance.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you my sharp rifle.
Again, it's very unusual that a competitor would bring their own equipment. We don't.
This is good. This one won't break like the other ones will.
Again, we'd need to check it over to make sure there's nothing been tampered with it. It also looks. It's very unique. Is that? It looks like it's part of the motorway barrier.
Yeah, shocking the simulator.
We get that a lot.
okay, I might when he shish kebabs this rider, I'm gonna need somebody else there to help me clean up this mess.
Well, I'll let you guys get to it. But what is the name of your
To
party?
be fair, if they provide their own pole, we don't need a lance. We don't need to use that
Yeah.
as a lance.
Yeah, we just need a rider and
Yeah.
some magical
We just need a
backup.
rider and you to help out.
And what's the name of you said the jouster? Just so that when we're doing the announcements and stuff, we want to have you up to the crowd. The kids love that sort of thing.
They call me Polly.
Poorly.
Polly gone.
Wow. You're led back behind the jousting tent, and there you do see a sort of there's 3 horses sort of left there. 2 of them have been taken already.
Okay.
One that's left doesn't look good. Oh, it looks lame. It's like its eyes are like pointing in different directions, tongue sticking out. It looks like a Mr. Ed type of horse. And you do see the other 2 riders there. One of them looks like a very handsome-looking man, really tall, like blonde. He's
gonna have a great arm.
You know, like his smile is almost pure white and like ding, that sort of thing. The person next to him, already suited up in their armor, big helmet on, and all you can see is sort of red staring eyes. And so they're already sort of talking. The blonde-haired man is talking quite a lot, like very much like, oh well, I cannot wait. It's my 2nd year at the jousting, you know, blah, blah, and this person just. Yeah, this person's just silent.
Oh my God. Who the hell cares?
I seem to our final challenger has arrived. Welcome. And he goes to shake all of your hands. And
3 jousters.
Yeah, how does this bracket work? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, the previous winner just gets a bye, and then...
Or it's a round robin for seeding.
Could be. Round robin for seeding, number 1 gets a bye, the bottom 2 face
Or
off.
it's just double round robin.
I suppose we could ask our DM, who's about to tell us.
the winner last year gets a bye.
Or she hasn't thought that far ahead yet. One of the 2.
No, the person on the desk we told you is the winner last year gets a bye. And they tell you that the winner would have been the one that's all clad in metal. They've won year after year.
Metal armor?
Yeah.
So that's an upgrade over the armor.
Kill him right now.
Yeah, what if we just straight up kill him?
He's shaking your arm right now, and he's like, I'm sorry? Pardon?
Well,
No, we're telepathic.
Folkman's up talking with them as the contestant, and the 3 of us, the 2 of us that they can see, we're just the hype man, but we're like sitting back a little bit.
Plotting murder.
We could just kill the 2 of them. And
But then
just,
there's not a joust, and that seems kind of...
No, but we just take their place. We put on the armor, they'll never notice. The golden hair one is going to be, the blonde hair one is going to be a little bit more tricky. We're going to have to dress up as a human. We're going to have to fulfill Folkman's dream of putting on a human skin.
Yes.
But it can't be Folkman because we already entered him as a contestant. It's going to have to be Trent.
Out of all 4,
We're going to get Trent the most realistic human's flesh costume ever.
Alright.
What's the plan?
So he's shaking his hand.
Okay, but
Yeah,
what happens when we lose limbs? And
Doesn't
then
matter.
you've got like a no-armed
YOLO,
jouster.
I walk up with my axe and I swing for his arm.
That'd be tough. We're going to make it
Which
work.
person you're swinging for?
The one who's shaking Folkman's hand.
Excellent, so the tall blonde person.
Yes.
Right, roll a d10, tell me where you get it.
10.
Goddamn.
And is that with the great axe as well?
That's with the great axe.
Excellent, roll a d12 for me.
We're going to kill him. We're not going to be able to dress up as him. We're going to cut off his head. We can't. No, it'll be just fine.
6.
We can make this work.
6.
No, sorry. Dots on the bottom, right?
Yes, that's a
9.
You decapitate him. It's like lovely to
We can salvage this.
Okay, so
And
now
he's run off. The guy, the person that's in all the metal just sort of looks back, and the red eyes just go really wide and goes to grab his
we
sword.
have to rush him.
Yeah.
I've
Everyone get out your 2 scimitars. I would like to hit him with both. I want to try and
He gets
skewer
one
him.
attack before everyone clearly decimates
No,
him.
but
He's gonna try.
we're flanking him, so that's advantage.
No, he's sitting in the corner. We're not close enough yet.
He's going to try and hit you. Well, he's going to hit you. Yep, he does. He goes straight for your torso, and it hits. So you get 1 hitbox has gone. So if anything, you swing with your great axe, cutting this guy's head off, and then just from this helmed figure, just pushes through, and your torso just goes flying, like sort of.
But my arms and head just kind of drop and attach
your
to
heads
pelvis.
go, your head drops. So you're like,
Well, does he lose his torso though?
he loses his torso because remember, so one.
But
hitbox-
my arms are attached to my hips now, or my arms.
no, so your arms are attached to your torso.
Oh,
So
okay.
you lost your arms.
So I
Yeah,
don't
so
have
the whole
arms right
thing's
So
on
you're
the,
a head and
but
legs?
they're locked.
now. My head and legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you've got 1 hitbox there.
But if we
Oh,
take
sorry.
this guy out, we can pick him back up.
Yeah, exactly. It's only when there's 2 crosses.
We can make him
Wait, there's
faster,
3 of us,
stronger,
so-
better.
And they're still attached, so they'll be able to move around and stuff as well.
Improvise.
So he
So I'm
races round, turns on you, Katie.
am I technically still hidden?
You
Yeah.
are, yeah.
So I want to like 2 scimitars.
Right.
One in each hand. One's
Right.
magic, one's not. And just go swinging at him.
Roll a d10 first. 10. Okay, and then roll the...
We are clean operators here in the skeleton.
Plus I have +1 to hitting.
Yeah, and then you need to roll, if you're using both of them, roll 2d6 and then +1.
A 5 and a 3, so a 6 and a 4.
No, you
I know
only
it's
had
one.
+1 total.
One.
Your magical one was +1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't use that twice. So what was in total? Sorry?
9.
9 in total?
9.
You go to hit him at the head, and it cuts right into him. It's sort of like you bash the helmet, spins around quite a bit. He's still standing, that was a hefty hit, and he cannot see at all. He wildly tries to reach out to you and try and get it, but I'll do it at disadvantage because he can't see. That's a 9. He doesn't get it at all, actually. He's just wildly bringing it out so you can't see him. You two, you get an attack if you want to go for it.
I want to try. I've got 2 magical
Same thing
scimitars.
she's got, except
I've got 2 magic scimitars. I want to try and
you
hit
want to do
Yeah.
the magic ones first.
Yeah, I'll
Go for it.
try and go for it.
So just roll
Just
a
one.
d10 first,
Ooh, unfortunately a torso, not a head.
and then roll your 2.
I'm letting down the squad
We
guys.
need to keep this somewhat in check.
6.
Yeah, this time you sort of go straight and you just pierce straight through the torsoed armor, and you just hear the eyes go, "Ah!" and then it's gone.
The eyes
Pulse.
made sound, so you know we fucked him up. Okay, so
So
who's gonna?
We gotta go pick Brandon's torso back up.
Right.
Back
And who's?
Guys!
Okay, so real quickly, we got a weekend at
gotta
Bernie
check the
these
box.
guys for just a second in case somebody walks in. So everybody sort of grab one of them and hold them up like we're being all chummy.
Hey,
In case somebody walks in, we got a weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, sorry, I heard fighting, and then you're dragging up. Roll. Are you trying to hide?
I have my cloak back on. I'm just straight up holding one on with like the ventriloquist.
You gotta hold the one dude's head on his body, and I'm gonna weekend. I'm gonna.
I got like his arms are like I'm like under his arms, so I'm holding his arms like this, and then his head like this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna weekend at Bernie's, the guy with the armor. So I'm like,
Both of you rolled d10 each.
I'm invisible, so this is a really
have a lot of
good
shouting.
ventriloquist act.
only a 5.
10.
He's like, okay, well, if you need anything, and it's sort of looking very curiously at you. The way you hold the head, it's seamless. It doesn't look it's
I
come off
know.
at all.
It's perfect.
If anything, you're trying to do like,
Yeah. Like through the neck.
like the eyes are bloodshot, and again, slowly sort of like him, but you like hold it together just as soon as he goes away, then falls
Okay,
down.
so which one of us is gonna put on the armor? Well, it's got to be
The
one of us.
armor,
We gotta
because
fix
you
him.
pierced through the armor, so it is quite ruined. There's blood seeping out and everything like that, but it was quite a hefty hit.
But
I'm
the metal armor from the previous winter should be fine because we just lopped him off at the neck.
No.
No,
That was
the
no,
block.
head's
the one that,
off,
yeah,
but
the
then-
The one that
other
had the
guy.
armor was the one where we kind of cut his head off, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, the previous winter's armor got
Yeah, but aren't
staggered.
you wearing? Isn't one of us wearing metal armor?
Lots of you are
okay,
wearing
so
metal armor.
I got a shooter sleeve.
Yeah, I've got
But not a chest.
I've got leather armor left arm. I've got a leather armor shooter sleeve and leather armor.
Was there a way that we could repair it?
I don't know. Is there
Like,
a way you can
like
I said we
bang
just-
on it with the end of a scimitar and kind of hammer it.
Yeah,
out?
I say we just try and bend it back into place and just let it.
Hang it up. Hit it
There's
down.
got to be a water trough for the horses. We can
Yeah.
rinse the blood off. Then the horses.
We've
get
got a bed sheet that we can use as a rag. We'll just clean it off,
Yeah.
bend it back into place.
All right.
Do you want to wear the
Kind
armor?
of smash.
Yeah, I'll wear the armor.
Okay.
All right. Well, who's helping mending the armor then?
Well, I need my torso back.
I'll
you
mend the
guys-
armor.
Well,
I'll mend the
it's
armor because I feel like
so
yeah,
you're
hitting.
hitting.
I'll help.
Yeah,
I'll
that's-
mend the armor.
The
'cause
orc
that's
should
hitting.
hit the armor
So-
together.
Yeah, I can do that
So
because
the
it's
two
hitting.
orcs are hitting, so that's a roll of d10 for me. And you're gonna go. Are you gonna go find his torso?
Only a
We're
3.
gonna put them back together.
Yeah, we'll take the
Five.
torso
Five.
off
Is that-
the
Yeah,
blondie.
mine's with the yours
yeah.
is 6 with hitting.
6.
We should probably take the torso off the blondie that we just decapitated.
Oh, I could have a
And
human
then you can
torso.
replace him.
Wait, we don't even have to fix it then. We could just straight up take the torso with the damaged armor and just put it on him.
We just have to lop the legs off. Doesn't have to be
Because the
pretty.
torso's just surrounded
Right,
by
but we want the armor to look not destroyed. We want it to look like this guy hasn't just been murdered.
Okay.
That's the key here.
As much as we can.
Fine.
And we're also going to take the helmet off and put it on his head.
Couldn't you just put
We
my
also
head
have to
on his
feed-
body?
Sorry, say that again?
Couldn't you just
Blondie?
put my head on Blondie's body?
Technically, yeah, you could.
Then I
But
could just
you-
have a
but-
human body.
Katie could control Blondie just holding his head and stuff, and then when Andrew or whoever
Oh, yeah.
fight, when
Until
Andrew,
I rolled
when
one.
right,
and
but when
then-
Andrew, when they're jousting and
You
Andrew
could
hits
intentionally
him,
miss.
then the head flies off, and Andrew just
It's horrible.
it's just right. It's just then it's a horrible accident of the ring. Sometimes
I
these
like it.
yeah, jousting a dangerous sport, but nobody's died in years, so it's fine. But now somebody's gonna die.
So,
Blood sacrifice accomplished.
Yeah, people will be happy.
are you still
They'll-
cleaning the armor? Because you did roll for it.
Yeah, I think we need to and put the armor on
So-
him and make it try and look.
So
better.
you rolled a
3 total.
and a 6. Right? It cleans up fine, but you're not able to bend. Like you bend it even further in. I mean, it'll be fine to wear, but maybe you need to put like I don't know, like a bunch of flowers or something, you know, like a crest.
Like that flowers. Bag of candy.
I got a bowl with candy in it.
Straight put the bowl on
Just
top.
like duct tape a bowl
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Or do we or he can duct tape his own skull to there, and that way he'll be able to see.
No.
If he just rests the helmet on top, and he'll be able to see.
You now have the armor from the helm person, so you can you can have the helmet on as well.
I'm full armored,
You're full armored.
full metal armor.
But it adds nothing to your things. It's
Can I look through their body as we're,
Oh,
as
and
we're
I have
fixing
my
up the
torso
armor?
back
Can I
now,
look
too.
through the body and see if there's anything good in it?
to both. Yeah, you can look through one body. Yeah, D10.
It'd be the armor.
Other
Got it.
body.
It'd be the other.
Yep.
Yeah, and
D10.
obviously you're touching the other. Magical scimitar!
The ability 6. Sorry. One. It's another bag of gems.
Yeah.
We're rich again, guys.
All right.
Yay.
So how many magical scimitars do you have between?
Everybody has 2
One.
except for me, so we have 7.
Nope. Yeah.
2, 2, 2.
I have 2.
Excellent.
Scimitar squad.
You're looking quite armored by this point.
Okay, so I'm still
No, we're
holding
just-
the head of the blonde guy.
Yeah, and I mean, if you just joust, like if
Yeah.
you're just holding it, yeah, like,
Yeah, finagle my way
Yeah.
through and kind of hold it, and then he'll just like straight up die.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be perfect.
So then, wait, who's gonna win this though? So he's just got to fake that he gets hit,
Right.
Yeah.
and so he
Do we even
wins.
care though? Does it matter? I mean, now we're guaranteed to have one of them be the person in the box, but we're the known entourage of him, so that'll help because whereas we're not
We need to
associated
control
with the
the
armored.
narrative.
That's true.
See, and you know what? Yeah,
We want
it's
him
true.
to win.
Yeah,
Besides,
because then we're
everybody
the.
loves a good underdog story.
It's true.
Nothing like fixing it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so now we got to go place our bets down real quickly.
Oh yeah. I
We
got
just-
a bag of gems.
Perfect.
All on the lame one.
Yeah, all on the small dude.
I bet a bowl of candy.
Yeah, we're gonna make the most bank because the odds are gonna be better.
Exactly. We've gone from being simple skeletons to match fixers. We're great. The downside is we won't be able to get into the Jousting Hall of Fame because we'll be accused of gambling on ourselves, and
Man.
the writers won't vote us
Nobody
in.
said that.
By that time, we're gonna be writing history, so
You're
we'll
right.
be okay.
So run this by me again. What are you guys doing? Are you three going to put money on Andrew winning?
I don't have any money. I think only Katie has
I'm
money.
feeling.
I have a bowl of candy I wish to put down.
You gonna do it?
I have a bag of candy.
You can't bet on yourself.
Oh,
I also have a
Can I
bag
bet
of
on others to
candy
lose?
and a bag of gems.
Sorry, say that again?
I have a bag of candy and a bag of gems.
You could give your bag of candy to him
Yeah.
to bet.
So
Okay.
you go up to the kiosk and obviously they say like Helmut the Great has like a 3-1 chance of winning, and then blonde dude, it just says in quotation marks, he's
That was
got
a stupid name.
a 5-2, and then newcomer question mark like 99-1. So you're like,
a bag of gems on 99 to
I
1.
want to point out they also all have better than 1-to-1 odds, which implies they're all not favored.
exactly. There's so
It's
many
weird.
deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
it sounds like people at Butland's aren't very good at math. I've got to be honest. Don't worry.
And I tell him, I'm like, he's my cousin. I got, he's family, so I gotta support him. You know.
I'm gonna try.
I'm
like,
I'm gonna
it's my
try to
cover
put
story.
Are you doing this in your
No, like I took it off and I'm in my skeleton costume.
Okay, cool. Roll a d10 for it.
9.
They're like, family's family, and they do not care that you've given this sort of. You've clearly come up with a great
Yeah,
story,
yeah.
and they're just like, whatever.
Just
They're like it's a lost
like
cause.
a-
I wanted to not look. So I know Folkman told me to bet the candy on him, but I wanted to not look suspicious that we're all suddenly betting on the underdog, and I'm going to bet it on the helmed dude.
Okay.
Because
do you get money back for second?
I'm assuming it's a winner take all.
takes all.
But if everybody starts, it's just like real life. If everybody starts betting on the underdogs, there's computer protocols that pop up and they say, "Oh, there might be some match fixing here. Watch
but
out."
you're part of his entourage. Why would you bet against him?
I just gave you my
Because I'm
candy.
an asshole friend.
They don't know that I'm with you guys because I was invisible when I walked in.
want
So
to
just
candy
leave it.
view.
All right, fine. I'll bet on Folkman.
Okay, you're both betting candy on it.
Yes.
Okay, both of you roll a d10.
We might.
6.
The cashier sort of looks at you very weirdly and goes, "You realise these aren't this chocolate coins? They're not actual coins."
Fuck.
And so, nice try. And then the kiosk goes down.
Damn it. Well, it's showtime.
Okay.
So, what are you guys doing to prepare?
Am I
So-
getting my bag of candy back? I just
Yeah.
forgot it.
Yeah. I just walked back in. I'm like, didn't work. And I'm not in it, so I might not even watch. I might just go play carnival games and try and win some cool
Yeah,
prizes.
but if we need to fight people,
Nope. I'll hear it. It won't be quiet.
you better come running.
Well, after I finish the carnival game, yes.
I mean, other than carnival games, there's also the archery competition as well.
Yeah, but I have the bow. I suppose I could give you.
What kind of
But
archery
no.
competition?
No.
I don't think he needs a bow because they provided the horse and lance
They
here.
provided bows for jousting. Why would they provide bows for
Right, yeah,
bow
that-
contest?
It's true. So, we'll do
Standardized
carnival
equipment.
games first, because the jousting might take a bit longer. And so, what are you looking for?
Well, what kind of carnival
Goldfish.
games
I
are
want
there?
a goldfish.
Yeah, so there's like,
A goldfish.
hula hoop, not hula hoop,
Ring toss?
yeah, ring toss.
Mhm.
There are, shooting ranges, like,
Is there like a hot dog eating contest?
no, but it's like, a roast pig, like, suckling pig that you can, like, eat rounds of. There's bobbing for apples, if you want to try that.
What?
I'll do the hoop one.
Yep.
But I'm gonna detach.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna detach my one arm and just like basically because like
You're
I'm
still
still under
dressed
the
as a ghost,
yeah
by
I'm
the
still
way.
dressed
Okay.
as a ghost
Cool.
and I
Just
want
wanted to make
to
sure.
and so that way it just looks like I'm just very long armed and that way so that way I can try and get my arm out over the top and just drop it down like I'm doubling my reach so I can hopefully just like get it out over the top and just drop it down
Alright.
all while being under the
That's going to
sheets.
be really challenging. So, roll a d10. Are you doing anything? Are you trying to shout?
I shout Kobe.
Alright, so +1 to your roll.
Coming.
Okay, that's
Roll that again, yeah.
Exactly. That's
10.
Are you kidding me?
the only reason why I made it.
So it's an 11 because he's shouting Kobe.
It's true.
So yeah, you get like you go up and you're stood behind like small children who are crap at they just didn't do sport, it's Bulgarian, whatever. And then you sort of almost like discus style.
But also the
put it
fact that
on.
they consider throwing little hoops sport really says all you need to know about the region and their athletic abilities.
And you can see at the back, so there's like smaller prizes, and then at the back it looks like a big ticket, and it says 1-on-1 with the master, grandmaster. And you throw your, you get your arm sort of discus style, and you throw it, and you manage to grab the grand prize. And the man says, "Oh, congratulations! Gosh, and no one's ever won that, but congratulations! You have won a one-on-one audience just before the blood sacrifice with Grandmaster to ask any questions you might have."
I'm assuming they also have magical scimitars up there because they're just.
Oh, loads of them.
I'm like, can I also just have one of those? I've got a friend. I've got a friend who
it's
lost
very,
theirs.
no, unfortunately, you've won the grand prize. Why would you want a scimitar? You seem to be
I'd
well
like both.
armed.
I'm saying I want both.
You want both? No, you can have one.
He plays again.
Yeah, play again. I'll just
I
play
want
normally.
both.
I'll like reach under, reattach my arm, and then I'll play again
No, you
normally.
should shout you want both.
4 if I shout Kobe again, which I'm assuming I do.
No, you grind and goes, no, you've already won, sir. Please remove yourself from the premises.
Okay.
And this small child starts crying, and you're like, and the sort of whispers is going, God, this how rude, very
Okay.
polite British people saying, how
I'm
rude.
gonna. Okay, I'll leave. And
Did you get your prize?
yeah, I got my grand
What
prize
was it?
ticket thing. I get to
He
go.
gets an
I
audience
get to go
with
chill with the
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. 'Cause I don't even need you guys.
We've got our.
I don't need you guys anymore. I want to just go somewhere and just take off the bed sheet,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stash it somewhere so I can come back and get it later.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to put the trucker hat back on, and I'm just gonna pretend to be another different person in. Now I'm in a skeleton costume, right? So I'm not the ghost.
No.
And I'm gonna try again so I can get one of those scimitars. Katie needs a magic scimitar so we can all have 2.
Roll a d10.
It's only a 5. I don't shout Kobe this time. I'm like LeBron.
No, you try to do that, and the man goes, no. Oh wait, shoot. All right.
I'm gonna put the bed sheet back on.
All right, whilst you're doing that, the jousting arena fills up, and you see, like, all around the ring, kids screaming, like, I mean, they've got their favourite, like, they've got shirts on that say Helmut and Blonde Dude, various, like, waving banners and stuff, and You think to yourself, God, if only we'd had those leaflets still, we could have drawn something on them and had something for Andrew. But that's fine. That's fine.
If only we had a hype man, but oh well.
So the first match will be against Polygon and the blonde dude, because Helmut obviously gets a bye because he always wins. So you do have now 3 horses to choose from, but it might seem suspicious if you take one of the good horses.
Okay, so I'll ride the lame horse. On the first
No, because they already,
I still ride the lame
claimed the
horse.
good horse. Besides, this is really
that's
fueling the underdog narrative. And we, like we said, we need to control the narrative.
Yeah, but that might... Well, that's true.
Hey.
That's true.
Because if we're lucky, they'll see him come out on the odds and they'll make like an odds shift. They'll shift the odds a little bit and we'll actually get better odds.
So what are you guys doing to prepare for the fight? And then when you go into the arena, how are you hyping up the crowd?
Is there a PA system?
Oh, yeah.
We have Google Play We Will Rock You over the PA system.
Yeah,
Would you like to play everywhere? Yes.
Yeah, the crowd gets really into it, starts doing the whole chanting.
Yeah.
And
Is it like full on the like Men in Tights one where they've got the guitar solo, just the dude on the
I'm
horn?
trying to relive A Knight's Tale right now.
But we need somebody to be the hype man.
See, like, I'm not there.
Harold.
You guys are all jousting
You're
now. I'm at the
there,
front. We
all
can't
three
have
of
a
us
hype
are
man.
tied up in the joust.
Come back! Come back!
As right now, I am currently
winning.
not getting a magical scimitar.
You need to be your own hype man.
Yeah.
You need to go hype up the crowd and then hop on that horse.
I am the worst person for this job.
So, blonde dude, you go in first. What do you do to hype up the crowd?
I'm waving.
So you've got so you're trying to do like seven things at once.
So I'm like this, and I just kind of like chicken arm this one, so this hand kind of goes like limp wave, but
Sweet.
it looks a little bit better.
All right, roll a d10. 3.
It's like really awkward.
It is quite awkward. The head sort of slips a little bit, you're like, and there's some people going, like really looking hard at you, but you're not sure how that went. It's not really great.
I'm gonna fake a cough.
Okay.
So people think that I'm sick.
Ah, yes, he's got the
roll a d10 again.
Cold run from the mouth.
2.
It's
They're not falling.
Yeah, they're not falling for it. They're like, what's going? There's lots of questioning. Like, ooh. So you make a rounds to your starting position, and then Polygon, you come into.
This is not gonna end well.
In order to hype up the crowd, I'm just going to read something that Tim Tebow probably would have said.
Which is?
And just hope they don't that. Well, I would play for it. I don't remember.
Roll a d10 for me then.
Wow.
None of them can appreciate. None of them
terrible.
appreciate the greatness of Tim Tebow.
Right.
You start spouting off these things, and again, they're like, wait, who is that? And it's like, and you got the Flash costume on, and the horse is like really lame, and it just makes its way to stuff. And everyone's really confused about what's going on. And then the announcer sort of comes and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin!" And it's a sort of little flag, and they push it down.
You should yell Leroy Jenkins.
Let's do this.
And I guess you both charge towards each other. What are you guys? What's the plan of action? Winning or losing?
So
the
you
fight?
basically got to take my head off.
Yeah, so it's like I'm just gonna keep it tight and just aim up.
Aim up.
And
Towards the head.
I'm like kind of starting it, and then I kind of drift off to the side, so like it's very obvious I'm not gonna hit him. And then
Can't make it obvious.
Oh, we're gonna get in trouble for match fixing.
Right.
Can't make it
No,
obvious.
but
You gotta
he's sick.
sell it.
But he's sick, remember?
Alright.
Yeah, it's a classic match fixing move right there.
Cough.
Oh, I just had an off game, ref.
Yeah.
Alright, both of you roll a d10 for me. See. 3.
9.
9. So even though it's really poor performance, you were trying to aim up,
It's my first
rolling
time
back,
testing.
but you time it perfectly and you go,
I swear, baby, this doesn't
Heads
normally
off,
happen.
heads off, and everyone goes, whoa, oh my god, he's dead! Like, the small kids going, ah! Like, screaming, but they're like, wow, well, big hand for Polygon, our newcomer!
Sent him to the shadow room.
In steps Helmut, or what we think is Helmut, bounces along.
The artist formerly known as Helmut.
What do you do, Brandon, to hype up the crowd after this incredible display of jousting?
I ride out to the center and I yell, "Are you not entertained?"
See, I always viewed Helmet as the strong, silent type. But
Yeah.
Roll a
And then I
d10.
continue riding.
Roll a d10 plus 1 because
11. And then I continue riding.
There is a stunned silence, and they go, "We've never heard him talk before." Everyone is enamored. They're like, "Oh my god, they are hyped up now." So any of the previous confusion or worries are completely gone because you have arrived. And then you go back to your returning position, and then again it's like, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very quick jousting session. I didn't expect it to end so quickly, but here we are, the final joust. Gentlemen, when you're ready," and the flag goes. What are you guys doing?
Do we aim for like certain?
It's where you would roll as your hit location. But like,
I'm gonna aim for the head of the horse.
Okay.
You're gonna aim for the head of his horse?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit him though. I'm
gonna try and hit the horse.
I'm gonna try and hit the horse.
Hit the horse.
You're gonna try and kill
his roll is he doesn't hit.
I think with this way though, then we can use horse legs then.
We could run really fast.
Alright, so you're gonna aim for the horse. Are you gonna?
Folkman can be tall like a normal
Well,
person.
it's like I should probably aim for his torso where his like armor's.
So you're aiming for him. That's fine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
pre-made hole there. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you hit his torso, is he just gonna like...
Just don't shatter my torso.
Well, I'm just using like pointy rebar,
I
not
suppose-
using a magic
I
sword.
mean,
Don't worry,
normally...
we have bodies.
Oh yeah,
in no way.
we're not using
We have
scimitar. We're just
spare
using
torso.
a metal pole.
Besides, we can rebuild him. We have the technology.
roll a d10 for me, please.
I got
I got 7.
6.
6 and a 7. So 6. So you aim for the horse's head, but it rears up at the last minute, and you go straight for the torso. 7. You go for his torso.
According.
Amazing.
Perfect.
All right. So because you're using lances, I'd say use a d6. See how much damage you do.
20 stick.
5.
Because you're on the lame horse as well. It didn't have that much in terms of toughness. So you
Fuck your horse
you
up.
skewer this horse. This horse and falls down and flip over, and you stab down through the torso and hits your torso. Your torso goes flying.
But didn't you just put your head on his body? So the rest of your body is fine somewhere. So we're not even injuring Brandon.
No,
Yeah, we're
you just
just
need to
injuring
transplant my head.
Even better, like
a
your
pincushion.
head goes flying off, and the whole audience goes, "Oh my god, this is a bloodbath!" Hooray!"
They're like, he's done it again.
We are
The maniac.
And they're like, "Polygon, Polygon." You know, the announcer comes up, "Congratulations, Polygon!" Ah! You two get an audience with the Grandmaster. How do you feel? Oh, finger guns, excellent.
You should make sure to pick my head off and walk off with it as a trophy.
Just pick up the helmet and just
Yep.
plug it up.
Make sure my head's still in the helmet.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Like,
A wonderful new
Walk
trash
off
can.
with it.
excellent.
Finger guns.
And everyone is enamored and they're cheering as you leave the jousting tent.
So we gotta
The
put...
kids are mimicking the finger guns. It becomes Bogner Regis's new dab.
Absolutely.
So I take off my cloak in the back.
Yep.
And I go back up to the bedding places, and I walk up there. I'm like, man, can you believe that?
Not wow.
I'm here to collect my winnings.
What an upset. Yes, indeed. And they go through and they're like, well, someone tried to give us candy, but we said no to that. And he gives back your gems and then 2 other bags of gems.
Plus
So you are completely loaded.
And then you get angry because they owe you 99 bags of gems.
That's true. The odds were insane.
Yeah, the odds were crazy.
Where's my money, bitch?
Yeah, so this doesn't quite compensate.
I'm sorry that you cleaned
You
it
should
out.
yell at
We
them
need to yell.
and then pound the counter.
Yell and hit.
I demand to see the manager.
Do you do that? Roll a d10 for me.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
They didn't have enough cash on hand to cover all their bets. That's illegal.
9.
Well, okay. I mean,
Oh no, a 10 plus shouting. That's
yeah,
10.
that's what I'm saying.
Ten.
Yeah, they're like, well, okay, and they go back to the back room. And they're like, we'll just have to. Okay, it'll take some time to get all the bags together.
Demand a magic scimitar as additional
No!
payment.
I want the gems. I can buy my own magic scimitar.
Well, do you have a wagon that we could put them in? It'll take us some time to gather up all the bags.
I'm just
We'll
loaded.
pull it around
No,
after
wait,
the
no.
bloodbath or after the sacrifice.
We can do that, yes.
Yeah.
Because we have the truck we
Yeah, we'll just
stashed.
drive. We'll just drive
hold
the
it
truck.
for us and we'll come back.
Okay, they write out like a receipt, so
Yeah.
I owe you.
Okay. What?
I owe you 97 bags of assorted gems and coins.
Most
Yeah.
Signed
trustworthy.
Butlin's employee. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So you managed to get a ticket to go see the Grandmaster
Oh, yeah,
in
I
the
got it
VIP box. You get an audience with the Grandmaster. They do say you're allowed to bring friends with it, so you can bring.
That's good because I was gonna write +1 on it as well. I was gonna say you +1.
Yeah.
Katie can just sneak in, so.
No,
Yeah.
but that'd be weird. So, but this way we all can. We got 2
Well,
skeletons.
no, if you
and-
sneak in, then no one else
We
knows
can jump
that
it. We can
there's
take him
4
by
of us.
surprise.
And then
Okay,
you
okay.
can, one of us can pretend to be him,
And then I can
Yeah.
replace you as the guy, the friend that walks in, because I'd also be a skeleton. Okay.
But you think that you don't think that they'll notice that the skeletons look different? You seeing that all the
Are you
skeletons
saying they
look
all
the
look the
same?
same?
Yeah.
I am. I'm saying they don't know the difference anatomically between a male and female pelvis.
I mean, that's making a lot of
Or like
assumptions about them.
cranium.
I mean,
They may have an excellent education system in Bogner Regis.
They have
They
motorized
have blood
carts.
sacrifices.
Because they
can't
didn't
be that
know that I was a
intellectual.
real skeleton when I was trick-or-treating. So I'm going to lean towards
That's
no.
also true.
So you meet up. Are you going to see the Grandmaster?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
If I meet, you mean kill. Yes.
So Katie, are you hiding? Are you putting
Yes. Yep. I'm hiding, but I'm going to walk in with these guys.
Yes.
Before
That's
we
what
meet
I'm
him, are we
looking
going to kill him right away, or are we going to talk to him? And
I
then
think
We
we're
gotta
gonna
talk
learn
to-
a few
we
things.
gotta talk to
We gotta
him.
understand his tricks.
yeah, it's like the.
So
Okay.
we can then pretend to be him.
I
But
guess
before
so.
we
It's
go
like the
in-
prestige right now.
Yeah.
Before we go in, though, there's got to be like a code word, like a code.
Banana.
I think the code word is Brandon will do what he's been doing, which is cutting their head off with his axe before we have a chance to say
that-
otherwise.
So that if we can, we
I'm good
can
at that.
communicate whether
pull
we
on
want to
meatloaf.
kill him or not. And then that way, when
have
the
ears?
code word has kind of been
Oh, right.
confirmed.
Just finger your ear hole. That's the signal.
just start like rubbing your magical scimitar just up and down, just like that's the code word for
Just
kill him.
you just grab it, like you kind of, you know, like, oh, it's still there. That should be the code.
Oh.
behind the free tents, there's like a really. It's one of those tents, but clearly meant for kings. That sort of like.
Ooh.
And there's 2 guards outside.
Starts
of
with
it.
a P. What is pavilion?
There you go, pavilion.
Did we harvest those horse legs? So, well, we can't make Andrew super tall right now. So that would give that would give it away.
You're like,
When we-
"Look, you know what?
when
Where'd
we
you get
go
such
back-
long legs, Grandma?"
When we bring the truck back to pick up the gems,
We'll cut off the horse legs. We'll just cut off the horse legs.
No, we'll kill one of the good horses.
Become
we
like
want
a
strong
skeleton
legs.
of a
You know, a
satyr.
lame leg.
That's true. Yeah,
rolling
we'll just
through.
honestly we'll kill both the horses so we can all have horse legs and just have those powerful legs.
Wait, how are we all gonna have horse legs if there's only 2 good horses to get legs?
Right.
from?
And,
How
yes,
many
and
legs
each horse.
do you need?
Right. I was
All right,
thinking
let's hold on for a
only-
second. Brandon forgot the horses had 4 legs.
Centaur.
To be fair, in this world, they could be bipedal horses. We don't know.
I was thinking we'd only use the hind legs because they are the strongest.
Obviously, 2 of us are going to have to make sacrifices.
So you go up to the pavilion, and what you know straight away outside there are 2 heavily armed guards, like really beefy men, and they very like stern. And they scrutinize the tickets that you guys have, and look at you all, and they say, "Fine, in you go." You know, 10 minutes or something like that. They don't notice.
Are they looking at us different because we're skeletons? Like that's not okay.
No, they're scrutinizing. They're scrutinizing the bits of paper because a lot of people try and get to see the Grandmaster quite a lot. You know, try and break in and stuff. So their security is tight around them.
Kill it. Can't imagine that.
I love our bloodlust.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to be the person who decides who's sacrificed instead of being one of the people putting your name in the pool.
But yeah, Katie, you managed to skip by unnoticed, and you enter, and this room that you come into, very lush, pillows everywhere. It's that sort of plates of food. There are loads of treasure. You see bags of gems. You see so many magical scimitars.
Mine.
You see a couple of potions as well, just in and out, and then you see like a big armchair faced away from you. And a big booming voice says, "Who dares comes and speaks to the Grandmaster?"
We should shout at him.
Dares? I mean, we were invited. That's like
Is that what you said?
no. But also, I just want to real quickly. Can we even drink potions? We don't have.
We're undead, aren't we?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So,
I don't
like,
Did we just have our bones?
did we
soaked
just
in
sort of
potion?
splash them on our face and we're like,
It's like mouthwash.
yeah.
So
Moisturizer.
or is it like divinity where potions hurt us and poison heals us?
So, are you guys saying anything? Or are you just...
No.
Sorry, we're.
I just hold up.
You're doing your group chat, and
I
then
just
it's
hold up. I just
Who's
hold up.
that?
We're
I
very
just hold up
easily
my. I
sidetracked.
just hold up my ticket and I'm like, I won this.
Ditto.
I'm with idiots.
I am your new champion.
There's a silence, and the voice says, "I have no time for visitors today. Please leave."
I mean, this guy's already starting to sound like an asshole, so...
It'd be like, well,
Ask him what.
don't we? I'll just shout like, don't we get anything? I worked my ass off with that hoop game.
Cost me an arm.
We haven't even seen your face. We just seen the backside of a chair.
I have no time for visitors today. Go away.
No, but
Katie should walk around
I think we
behind him.
decided.
Yeah, I'm
let's
invisible.
just
I'm
stand
gonna
there
walk
awkwardly.
You
around.
want to walk around?
Yeah.
Do a D10 for
Like,
me.
sneak around and
Out of
see if I
character.
can see him.
Out of character. I suspect this is a Wizard of Oz situation. And we're gonna do
He's
trumpet
totally
tone.
going to be a skeleton 8.
You walk around, and there is no one in the chair. There is like a tape recorder that seems to be playing, but on the tape recorder, there's like almost like a string on the play button, and it's leading to the corner filled with pillows. What are you doing? Get out of here!
So then, do I walk over and whisper to one of you guys, like,
Jump into the pillows.
You can do whatever you want.
well, but I don't want to be known. I don't want it to be known
Like a
that
pile
I'm
of leaves,
there.
we must jump into the pillows.
Yeah.
When we
Element
first
of
walked in, I was
surprise.
thinking, ooh, pillows, I should jump on them as the first thing.
Brandon should jump on them.
Okay.
I go and start
Follow
jumping
them.
around on the pillows because I'm an idiot.
Roll a D10.
8.
Sometimes art imitates life.
I'm a lucky idiot.
You hit those pillows dead good. As you jump up and down on them, you hit something quite hard, and you just hear, "Ow! Ow! Oh my God! Stop that! Stop that!" And underneath, everyone starts pulling the pillows away. It's another skeleton, and you recognise this skeleton as your friend Terry the Skeleton. You heard he was in the dungeon one over, and he just disappeared like 50 years ago. He's like, all right, what are you guys doing here?
Terry with a T or Terry with a P?
These are important matters.
Okay, so I want to throw off my cloak because obviously we're
Katie!
Yay!
Hey! Oh, long time no see. How
Yes.
are you? How are you?
So,
Yes?
how do these blood sacrifices work? Because
Oh.
we want in.
Yeah.
I thought I heard there were some weird things going on at the jousting. I should have known it was you four. No, it's good to see you. Well, I made my name for myself when I came to Boulder Regis ages ago, and I set myself up to be this Lord of Butlands, and they fucking love the place. But yeah, I demand that every year there's a blood sacrifice. Blood? Who needs blood? It's the bones I want.
Go figure.
Yeah. It's the bones we want too. In fact, how's this guy's right arm looking?
It looks fine. He's like, well, hang on. This is my patch, guys. You can't just muscle in and take it from me.
What do you mean?
like a
Can't
challenge.
muscle in. There's 4 of
I
us.
can straight up buy the town.
Okay.
Is that a threat?
I wanna swing and try and chop off this guy's arm.
All right, roll D10.
As he's swinging, I pull out
And
my.
then I've got my 2 scimitars.
two-handed axe.
Ooh. I don't. I go for the left leg.
Use them. 6.
That's an 8 plus 2 because I have 2 plus 1 scimitars. So that's 10 total.
Yeah, so you swipe the leg, pops off, and he says, "Oh, jeez, what was that for?"
And then I want to real quickly look at Folkman and be like, if the guards come in, tell them that you saw this skeleton attack the Grand Master.
That's good.
And I'm still wearing my ghost
So
costume.
So I want to put mine back on just in case my invisibility, just in case the guards do come in, because there's probably some question. And then I want to start searching around for his cloak while you guys are.
And I say, you've always been a cunt, and swing for his head.
Dude, and Brandon's on a roll.
D10, just a D10 for me.
A roll.
Or
For as his right arm. Did you?
No, that's what I need.
Alright, so you swing. Roll the damage because you're using your great axe. D8. Yep.
3.
The arm comes off, and he sort of. Wait, was it the right leg that you got as well?
I got the left leg.
So
So
it's a
that was
very
the 2.
weird looking skeleton. What's all this, mate? What's going on? Oh no, let's talk about this like gentlemen.
Okay,
swing
somebody
for him
has to shove a pillow in his mouth so he can't talk because he's making a lot of noise.
Yeah, it's making a lot of noise, and you hear some.
I should gag him then. I'll gag him.
You gag him? Alright, D10. He sort of, because he's swaying about a bit, and you're quite small, you can't reach up. He's trying to make it
Short joke.
But he's making a lot of noise, and the 2 guards come in as well, and they look very beefy, and they're like, you stop that! And the one will swing for you. It's a 10 goes straight for your head, and pop your head.
No, that's a 1.
Oh,
Remember.
you are right. I'm so sorry. So your right leg comes off, and the other guard will
So
swing
it just
to you,
comes
Brandon.
off. It doesn't like take a checkbox.
It does take a checkbox. If it takes 2 checkbox, it's broken and you can't use it.
We know where to find more.
Yeah.
Once
Goes
we kill
to
these
your
guards.
torso. Your torso
I've got a
comes
left
flying
leg, a
out
perfectly
again.
good left leg lying down there.
Man, I'm good at losing my torso.
Yeah, your
guys.
torso comes
Right
straight
now
off.
we got 2 guards and the Grandmaster, right?
Yeah.
And all I have is legs and a head.
Have I found this cloak yet?
Roll a d10 for me.
5.
5. You don't find any items of clothing in this tent.
Is looking through the tent, not hitting items to move.
Oh, plus, you still don't find it. But as he says, stop that, and he says, don't make me use the dragon, don't make me use it.
There's a fucking dragon!
I don't
You're
believe
saying
him.
it's Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry's saying this, yeah.
Terry was always a bit of a
I
liar,
should swing
wasn't
at
he?
Terry.
Yeah, roll a d10 for me.
Not the guard?
Well, if we kill Terry, can't convince him that he is.
The
Sure.
Grand Master.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but
And as you're saying this, you
Well,
can yell
yeah,
this.
The right leg, which hasn't gone, I'm thinking.
Nope, I did the left leg.
Okay, so you go for the left leg. Roll
that's
your
convenient,
damage.
guys.
So that is
I
you're
need the
using
right
your
leg.
are you using your
I'm
magical
using my scimitars.
your magical
I need a
scimitar.
torso.
For them. I need
Um,
another D6.
So while you're swinging, you should yell, "This man attacked the Grandmaster."
because you're
No,
the
you are using both scimitars.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. So
9.
man, you're
9,
brave.
11.
11. Yeah.
Poor Terry, he's gone down to like no legs and one arm.
Wait,
He's like
did you break that perfectly good right leg?
he did
I needed that.
completely
There's-
broken, and he's
There's more back in the jousting arena.
as he's on the floor, his head starts chattering, and suddenly, like, the ground starts moving, and bones start coming together and, like, sticking themselves together. The whole pavilion itself
Son of a bitch.
comes together, and his head reattaches to almost a draconic form. This huge dragon appears made out of bone, and it goes straight for an attack on Katie.
I was gonna say, can I put my cloak back on
Come
so
on.
he doesn't see me?
You're right, I'll do that. Well, he doesn't see you at all, because it's, you put
Yes.
the cloak back on
Yeah.
beforehand. Yeah, so he doesn't see you, so we'll go for attack on Folkman instead. It's a 10, it goes straight for your head.
Dang it.
One of the wings just clips and your head flies off. But you have
I ain't dead yet.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
one of
do?
your head,
Lead
Metal
on
armor.
me?
yeah. But the rest of your body is going. You now have the dragonic form
Oh,
of
God.
Terry
One.
and his 2 guards. What do you do?
Okay, I want to start by grabbing Terry's right arm, which Brandon
Yeah.
chopped off,
Yep.
and attach it to my right. So now I don't have 2 left arms. I'm
You're back.
good to go.
Probably should make
I need my torso and arms
You're just
back.
like, oh, not again.
My
Wait,
head.
did we not give you a torso?
No,
I
I got
just-
knocked off in the
Oh,
last round
okay,
of combat.
And I guess I want to swing 1 scimitar at one guard and 1 scimitar at the other.
Okay, so roll 2 separate ones then.
There needs to be a 10 in there.
7
A 7 and a 5.
Is that with your
They're
magic
both they're both +1s, I guess, but I didn't know if that was just damage or all the
So
time.
it's to a hit and damage.
Okay, so it's an
Yeah.
8 and a 6.
So they both hit. Roll damage on both.
Okay, the one that's an 8 is only 2 damage, and that would
Okay.
be one of the guard's left arm, and the one that's a
It doesn't matter about the guards.
6. Oh, convenient. Would be 6 damage. The one that's a 6.
Cool.
Is 6
So the
damage
one
to the
that-
torso.
So you hit the guard on the left for 2 points, and he crumples a little bit, but he gets back up. And then the other guy takes a real hit to his sort of the shoulder. And blood starts seeping everywhere, and again you can see, God, there's loads of good bones in there that you could use for laser, perhaps. But they are still standing. The one on the
Oh,
right,
you know what?
just
I also was missing my right leg, so I should have had -1 to each of those.
so it would have just been straight. Well, you hit them both anyway.
Yeah.
Brandon, what are you doing?
Well, I'm legs and a head, and then
Yeah.
my torso somewhere else. With
You can still use
My
your
axe.
yeah. You can still use your torso to try and hit something.
so, where's my torso and arms laying with the axe in its hand?
It would have landed in the pillows.
In the pillows,
Yeah.
so next to the dragon.
The dragon's sort of is
It's
everywhere now,
It'd be
but
next
you
to
can.
Terry, right?
Huh?
The dragon is everywhere. It's omniscient, guys. Omnipresent. Sorry, not omniscient.
Nice
Omnipresent.
try.
Am I in reach of one of the guards?
Yeah, I'd say you will. Yeah.
Okay, so my torso just takes a wild swing at one of the guards with the
Excellent.
axe.
Roll a d10. See where you.
So how does this work?
7.
Is it
7? Yeah, that
minus
hits.
a whole like -4, right?
Ooh, what
because
is
he's
it? Oh,
missing
you are
because he doesn't
right.
have the head or the
One.
pelvis or the right or left
You're
leg.
right. 1, 2. So yeah, it would be -4. So what would that have been?
3.
3. Yeah, you swing wildly, do not hit. Thank you.
Ah.
Yeah, my bad.
And then my legs make their way to the torso.
Yeah.
And
You're
I,
like, whoop, 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 whoop.
try, and I try to like flop myself back to my torso.
All right. Well, the rest of your turn, you can try like sticking yourself back together. That's
Okay. Yeah.
Katie, what are you doing?
Brandon,
So
pull
we
yourself
got,
together.
we got 2 guards and this dragon.
One guard
there.
looks really badly hurt, one lesser, and this huge dragon is
Kill the
unstoppable.
guards first.
No, I'm just thinking about how are we supposed to kill this dragon guy? Just like enough hits?
Probably with magical scimitars.
2 of them.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, Brandy, you really let us down by only using your great axe.
Yeah, but if I hit his head, I'd do the same damage.
I will also use my 2 scimitars.
Yep.
And attack both the guards.
Alright, roll 2 d10s for me then.
So my purple one is my
Those are
magical
So
one.
these d10s first. Go to see if they hit them first.
There. Purple is magical, black is not. So 9 and a 3.
The less injured one gets hit.
The magical one hits.
Yeah, the magical one hits.
Excellent.
Roll that.
4 plus
5. Yeah, so you go straight for the head and you go, "Nyeh!" and you sort of like poke straight in and
She makes that noise.
it sort of cuts off to the side of his head. He's, he managed to dodge out of the way, but a really nasty cut to his head. Again, a little unsteady on his feet just now.
So now we got 2 seriously injured guards.
Yep.
You really pissed off Terry.
Yeah.
Dragon.
We gotta finish killing the guards. That's
Terry's
a good.
name
That's
is
a good
definitely
bone
B.
supply if we need it during this
That's
fight.
true. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Andrew, what are you doing?
I have my 2 magical scimitars.
Yep.
And I will swing 1 at each guard.
Yep.
Till there.
We're both just running up. We're all just running up and like spinning around. We're just spinning around with our scimitars.
Yep.
Well,
Well, you've lost your head currently, right?
Well, I had 2 hits in my head.
You do, but your head's gone off. But what I'm saying, so when you hit, you're going to be -1 because you've lost a limb, basically. You can still roll with 2, but you're going to be -1.
You got it.
Oh, yeah. Which one? This
Yeah, it's a d10. So that's a 10 and a
3. So
and
2.
you're using a magical
But
one
you
as
have
well.
+1, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so you 1 hits. Roll damage.
So I'm thinking,
Yeah, that's enough to finish off one of the guards. You just sort of, again, wildly
once I
spinning
get my
around.
body back together, I'm gonna run over and grab Andrew's head and throw it at him, so he can put it back on.
We could do a sick alley-oop and just dunk it back onto the spinal cord.
Your body's sort of wildly spinning around, but manages to cuts off the head of one of the guards who's sometimes around. The other guard sort of ducks and doesn't get hit. As a result, though, he is going to attack. Who's not been hit? I think you've not been hit. So you've now revealed yourself because you did hit someone. So he's going to hit you. And he's going to hit you in the left leg. So one of your legs just falls off as well. So you're sort of dangling slightly. And then Terry, don't make me use the bone breath. I don't really fuck shit up.
No. Bone breath. We
sounds like a
need
positive
bones.
thing.
Yeah, like what? He's just gonna shoot out a brand new.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Bleed on me?
Yeah, he's gonna shoot out a brand new right leg for me. I'm just gonna stick up my right leg and she's gonna knock it off and click into the pelvis. Like, good to go.
But yeah, he's apart from so the guard looks really injured, but this dragon Terry does not look like it's been hurt at all.
Ironic because we haven't heard it.
That's really surprising. We haven't swung for
So it's
I just want to try and swing 1 scimitar at the guard because obviously if I hit him and kill
Do you
him,
have
then I'm
all
going
of
to
your
swing my
limbs
other
right now?
scimitar. No, I'm missing my right leg, but it's gone for now. So I'm just gonna
gone,
deal with it. Well, I mean, it's just somewhere. It's probably
So
in the
it's
pillows.
A straight
Folkman
roll.
might have accidentally picked it up.
I mean,
instead
at
of
this
the
point, I'm put
torso.
together, right?
Yeah, you spent your turn putting stuff together. But we'll go.
I'm
in
fine just
random.
trying to. I like hobble over. I jump over like a pogo stick.
You-
I'm just gonna try. I want to swing just 1 at one of the guards. If I
Uh,
hit and kill it, I want to swing my other one at the dragon.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a straight.
Yeah.
one.
That's a 5.
Roll damage. Go to
6.
6. Yeah, dead.
I would like to take it. I'd like to find my left leg now.
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah,
Spend your turn
I just want to
now.
spin my. I just want to swing my other sword at Terry.
You swing your other turn.
My other, yeah, scimitar.
So that'll still be a straight roll. 'cause
Yep.
you've not.
Yeah, and I talk mean trash about his bone breath. Oh, that's a 3.
3. Okay. Roll damage.
I'm like, the bone breath sucks. That's a 7.
Nice. I think he's more hurt by the insult.
Emotionally.
Yeah. That's just really mean. Ah! And
I'm like under him. I'm like, can't get me under here. Ha ha ha.
totally can.
Yeah, but then he can't get it. But then he can't get
So I
anybody
put
else. So it's
myself
fine.
together,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming there's a leg and a head near me.
Yeah. You
So
don't
I-
know how they got here, but yeah.
So I toss
The head.
Folkman's head back to him, and I throw a leg at.
You toss the head to me and it connects into my pelvis. You toss
Yeah,
the leg to
it's-
Folkman and it
it's
connects onto his spine.
Are you doing anything else?
Well, and I suppose I should go after Terry.
I'd say that.
Good old Pateri.
That's not my name.
Fuck you, Pateri, it is now!
I mean, he looks kind of like a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Potato.
No, to attack Terry.
And I suppose I'll go
Tomato,
two magic
tomato.
scimitars
Yeah,
now.
do it.
Potato auto.
So you're all together. That's a +1 to each roll.
2.
So that's a
So
3.
three.
Does not hit.
And then the other one is a 6. Yeah, 6.
Does not hit either. You sort of wildly, like, because again, you just threw your friend's limbs back together. You're like, ah! Katie, what are you doing?
Is it
For Terry, as you now called him, he did take a big hit from Jacob Vogts.
okay? Well, then 2 magic scimitar, or 1 magic scimitar.
And it was an emotional hit, and that those takes years to mend.
They did.
You know,
And a non-magical scimitar.
those are good.
All right, roll a d10. 2 d10s.
So 6 on the magical and 1, 2, 6, 7 and 1.
7 of them.
There you
Right?
go.
Yeah, because hitting and shouting, or is
Yep.
that?
No, it's from the magic. +1 from the magic scimitar gets +1.
Oh yeah,
That's
so
why that's-
that'd be 8 and that'd be 2, right?
Well, no, because you've only got 1. haven't you?
No, this one's a 1 because that's not
Unless,
magic.
but is hitting
Yeah,
with the
but
scimitar
+1
not
hitting.
hitting?
It is, but it doesn't. But it won't add anything to the damage. So you hit with your magical one. Roll damage. 3.
+1, right?
Yes.
+2.
No.
+1.
+1. That's okay. You sort of stack. You do the same noise again. Again, takes another big hit. It's like ah, you know.
Your mom
She
is
actually-
so fat.
She actually has that noise copyrighted. Actually, it's trademarked.
I take both of my swords and I swing at Terry.
Pateri.
Pateri.
Excellent.
With my swords.
Did you say anything? Or do you just like you just all going to town on Pateri? Not even listening to his cries of pain or the fact he took so
I
long to
ask
build
if
this business.
that's his sister out there naked.
So roll to attack first. Your d10.
Good old sandlot.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
7. Yeah, you hit both. Roll damage. That's yeah. So that's a 6 total. And a 5. So 11. Wow.
Really
That-
distracted.
That
while looking
insult.
for
Yeah,
his
he
sister.
goes. I don't have a sister.
Our swords aren't even hitting, but we still just see the bones start to break a little bit from
bit
the
by bit.
emotional stress.
Absolutely.
Maybe a little creaky in the joints.
He's looking incredibly broken. So you got 2 dead guards on the floor, and you hear cries and shouts from outside, like the other holidaymakers are.
They're not even like worried. They're just upset that potentially the blood sacrifice started early and they're missing it.
So, but he's looking incredibly ropey. So I'm going to say, what's like your final move altogether that you do?
I actually just wanted to crawl inside him like a jungle gym. To be honest, I wasn't gonna like
Stab him in the
attack him
ribcage.
there. I was just gonna crawl inside there so you couldn't attack me. We should all just throw our magical scimitars at him.
Is anyone missing a limb? No?
I think everyone
We got everyone
Yeah,
repaired.
I'm
Yeah,
repaired.
thanks to Brandon.
Yeah.
MVP, MVS.
Brandon, skeleton medic.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do your final move, just everyone just throws the scimitars at them. Everyone needs to do one last D10.
No, I'm gonna throw my two-handed axe.
You
It'll be more
gonna-
fun.
Oh, he's gonna
just
do like
roll a D10 then.
Oh,
I'm aiming for the
he
head.
hasn't
Yep.
seen Infinity War yet.
8.
8.
Oh
A
no,
9.
4.
it's a 3.
8 and 9 do hit. Your other ones pop off basically. But yeah, roll damage.
5.
Yeah, that does it. You just hear a mouthy like, "Rah!" and the bones start falling off bit by bit, and then it just like sort of all shakes down until there's just a pile of bones and then Terry's head. But it's like it's almost like not blood, but like plasma. I don't know. Like, just like
Ooze.
Do you think he stole these bones from a local
Maybe.
museum?
you can't do this. You can't. I spent years building this business. You can't just come in and take it.
What?
Hostile takeover.
So I'm gonna like go over and pick up his head,
Yep.
shove a pillow in there,
Boom.
dab a keychain ring onto his head, and then just like carry him on my back like a keychain. It's like muffled,
Brilliant.
muffled keychain.
Katie goes hard.
Do you just walk out of Butlins like this?
She does.
There's a lot of bones right here. We're set for life on bones, guys.
That's true.
Your truck is very far out of town.
We gotta find the cloak too, so that somebody can be the.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
start looking for the.
We
Grandmaster
search for
outfit.
his cloak.
Yeah, I just want to search for anything.
I mean,
That's true.
you
we
searched for
loot the
you
room.
couldn't
Yeah,
couldn't
loot
find
the
it
room.
at all in the room. If you want to loot the room, try roll
Yeah.
just roll d6s, everyone.
4.
6.
5.
So 3.
And I'm hitting stuff, so
3.
it's 6.
Magic armor. You find 4. Invisibility cloak. Round. 6. Another hat.
Ooh, 2 hats.
5.
And 5. You pick up one of the potions and you sort of sniff it, Oh, 1 use only, clear all March hitboxes. Oh, would have been a nice healing potion. And it says, just apply to bone.
Okay, so healing potion.
Head on. Apply directly to the
One
forehead.
use only.
I hate your commercials. I love your product.
My armor was for 10. Oh, sweet. Magic
Your
head armor.
Yeah.
Guys, I have 4 head hitboxes. I'm set.
My question to you now is, as I'm sort of wrapping this up, is how do you escape Butlins with unnoticed, with many bones,
We've got
and
2 invisibility cloaks.
you do? You
We
got the
can
hats.
wear, we can put on the guard outfits.
But we still haven't found this wizard cloak. I want the cloak.
Maybe there isn't one.
Maybe you just did it naked.
Is it not Terry? That's the Grand Wizard.
No, I'm sure it is Terry. Maybe he just never
That's
was
true,
there
he
in
didn't
person.
admit it.
Maybe he was never there in person.
And just did the tape recorder and behind your chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Pay
then
no
how-
attention to the man behind the mask.
Yeah, but I thought, don't we know something about a cloak? Isn't that why we're looking for a cloak?
No, we just assumed that he'd have like robes and stuff.
Oh,
that we
did
could.
we? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he ever mentioned it specifically. We just said like, well, we can dress up as him.
Well, we have his head.
Yeah, that's muffling and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can talk. We could just force him
Here's
to
what I
say
say-
things.
here's what I say we
recorded,
do.
and then continue on with the blood offering,
I said that
like
we.
nothing happened.
Yeah, we could do that. We could dress up as the guards, do the blood offering,
We could give him his
and then
torso.
just go get the truck and just start just shuttling bones out of here. Well, they probably have a big truck. They had to get all this stuff in somehow, right? They probably have a big like semi. We can just start piling bones and all the gems and stuff into that.
Carney semi.
Exactly. It's a dark carny semis full of bones.
We better get our money first.
Well, so yeah, do we want to like?
Well, we'll have to take all the gems from inside the Grandmaster's
Dude,
tent. Like that's what we were
I
gonna
could
do.
like buy a house. We could just live here,
That's right.
be the Grand Wizard every year, and we're set for life. Put Terry in the basement.
So we just gotta
like
pretend.
the
So we
wine
just have to
cellar.
have. So we just have to have somebody pretend to be
Dibs.
the Grandmaster.
Dibs.
We can dress up
You
as
do
guards.
know a lot about skeleton lore and culture.
Heck yeah.
That's true. We can dress up as the guards.
Yeah, and I
For
can
tonight.
just
Just put your head on their bodies for now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have clothes. I'm assuming we could just put the clothes on.
Yeah, we're just,
Yeah.
I might need a bar that likes stuff.
That's true.
We'll go grab the horse legs.
No. Yeah, so we just I think we just move into town and take up residence and
Well, no. We could go back to our dungeon and then we could fuck people up.
But then we have to make the whole trip back every year. That's going to be a pain.
yeah.
Not if we have a car.
Besides,
You
we
know how
don't-
to drive.
Yeah, you both know how to drive.
No is a strong word.
You can get us there.
Aware of how
Driving adjacent.
We'll have time to practice.
Yeah, you will.
So yeah, I guess
It'd be like our summer home or fall home.
it's like we have like essentially we just have a timeshare. That timeshare just involves a blood ritual.
Yeah.
But while we're discussing this, I'm just like tossing pebbles at Terry's head.
Stop that! Stop that! Oh, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what's the plan?
Well, I'm gonna pretend to be the Grandmaster, and they're gonna be guards.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna go on with blood sacrifice.
Because you could just sit in the chair in the invisibility
Duh.
cloak.
Brandon Skeleton thinks he's so much smarter than all of us because he
Yes,
took
he is.
1 year of skeleton studies. Oh,
What a fucking nerd.
So you're going to take over the Grandmasters.
Yeah,
scheme.
and Katie's gonna go off and find a semi truck to get her money with.
Perfect. So you are going to hide in the chair in the invisibility cloak, and you guys are going to dress up as the guards.
Yep.
And Katie's going to go.
And then I'm gonna obviously I have to have my trucker hat.
Of course.
On
You've got 2 hats now.
I've got 2 hats.
So
Fine.
you've got double.
He can wear one of those.
You could
Well,
if
but
you
he's
want.
invisible, so.
He can be underneath the invisibility cloak.
I could look fancy.
Or he could have 2.
So you quickly get into position, and people rush in. Basically like, "Oh, Grandmaster! Is the Grandmaster here? Is everything okay?" And you 2 guards sort of stand to attention, and no one dares sort of cross your path, as it were. Do you say anything?
We'll
when you
kill
do
him.
this?
Fuck off.
Roll a 10 plus 1 because you're using skeletal. Somehow using skeletal culture in this. I don't know how.
It's the traditional skeletal greeting.
7.
Peace among
Yes.
They're like, "We're so sorry to disturb you, Grandmaster. We can't wait for the blood sacrifice later." And they all shuffle out. So it seems for now your disguises are fine. Katie, you looking for the semi,
Sure.
or are you some sort
A
of?
vehicle to
Vehicle.
hold bones
just-
and gems that we can drive.
Yeah. Okay. So roll a d10 then.
8.
You managed to find, there's several sort of wagons they have. That clearly where the tent came in. So it's currently empty now. So yeah, you think you could drive one of those around places? Put that in your equipment.
Yep, it is.
And I'd say with that, like you have what happens on is that you parade through and do this blood sacrifice. It's actually quite easy to pick up. Again, you remember bits and pieces, and vaguely from what Terry's muffling and sort of shouting, and you sort of get the idea that there's not really a lottery. You just pick someone, and they're very grateful, and you cut off their own head, and then everyone's just like hooray! And, yeah, exactly. You're very good at it.
It's a new flair to the ceremony. Like the axe was. It was different. It wasn't traditional, but I liked it. It was nice.
Exactly.
It was a nice change of pace.
Really popped off the screen.
And what's made it even better is that because so there wasn't an actual cloak per se, but the cloak of invisibility, it helps mask whoever the Grand Master was. So everyone was just in awe of it. So no one's none the wiser, basically. And after the ceremony is complete, people go away home, happy and satisfied that the harvest is secured for another year, thanks to the Grand Master and the world of Butlins. And Katie sort of drives around this huge semi-truck and sort of like...
Load up the gems, guys!
Yeah, then there's people in Butlins outfits with the yellow blazers sort of rushing back and forth, slowly pile up. Similarly, again, some communication goes through, and then all these bones that's just something been found, they're like tossed on there as well. And
the horse legs, we want those.
Yeah, we want the horses.
Yeah, there's a little more of a
the guard bodies. Like, where did these come from? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
these
it.
bones.
Yeah.
Are you going back to the dungeon, or is that?
I think we buy a house.
Yeah, what?
I think we go on another adventure.
Yeah. That's true. There's probably still loads of space in the semi. We can keep on filling it up with more bones and gems.
No, Terry's cave. Let's go raid it.
Does Terry have a
Terry
cave?
was from our cave.
He's from the cave one over.
Yeah, he's from a cave.
He's from the rival cave.
He is.
Let's go fuck him up.
I buy
It's free real
myself
estate.
a summer home
You buy
with some
some,
of
huh?
my gems.
Excellent.
Nice view of the sea.
And then we hijack her
You know,
vehicle.
not a lot of-
take
not
the
a-
rest of the gems.
Not a lot of neighbors, so that things are quiet.
Yeah.
Do what I want.
So that's our home base for our
yeah, there's a
further
big garage. for
bone
the
raiding
semi.
missions.
Yeah, and we bring the little truck in too, because that worked well. Every year we make the trip to
What's it
A
called?
sabbatical.
Please tell me what it's called, Katie.
Bugner Regis.
There you go.
Banders.
We're renaming it.
Yeah, that's our
Bugner
first
Bone
degree as
Regis.
Grandmaster.
Bone-
Change your town name. Make it something normal.
Bone Regis done. And that's it, guys. Congratulations.
Minimal struggle.
Good job.
So, yeah. Safe to say that Bognor Regis branch of Butlins is now under new management. Oh well. I always preferred Centre Parks anyway. Roll credits. The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded, and edited by me, Fiona Howat. This episode's players were Jacob Vogts, Andrew Folkman, Brandon Trent, and Katie Trent. This episode's RPG was Adventure Skeletons, created by Grant Howitt. You can find out more information about Grant's other projects and one-page one-shots on Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/GSHowitt. And Howitt is spelled Howitt. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicon or twinmusicon.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website. That's www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email the podcast at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. Finally, follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at WAIR_podcast for the latest news on upcoming episodes. And remember, adventurers need not apply.